I think. That's better for me. And yeah, like Emmanuel said, the whole story, it's almost if I hear myself talking, because that's what we do also. So our plan is to take you on a little journey in our restaurant, and I think after those 6 videos and our answers and questions, you know about more about our restaurant in the Low Country. Can we start?
Please. So we have seen many messages in this first video, the food and so. But I would like to, as the butterfly has done, I would like to understand. I think you moved there not so long ago, a couple of years.
2 years.
Yeah. And coming for the original place, what I feel also it's that you, for a 3-star, it's quite casual. I feel also that the kitchen, part of the kitchen is inside the restaurant. So why did you decide to move? And why is that typically Dutch, this style, this, casual, or it's your vision of the high 3-star gastronomy today?
No, I think it's not typical Dutch, because you see it in New York, you see it almost everywhere, but not much. And we were 25 years in the old building, even a beautiful building. It was an old monastery. We had everything there, but it was a restaurant with a curtain and with what the restaurant had. And after so many years, we thought we're going to move it. We're going to make it more a restaurant of the world and more a restaurant of our heart. And so we made it organic tables. There's a glass roof, so you can see the thunder. You can see the birds who flying, even the butterflies in. There are trees in my restaurant, and yeah, I think it's the gastronomy was what you said. It's going in another way, and that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting too. This maybe it wasn't I don't know, is this one or the other one? The restaurant is located in the center of the place. It's all when you see that, but it's a former women prison.
Yeah, yes. Even when we bought the building 10 years ago, there were 65 women in it. So we had to move them first to make a restaurant and a hotel.
And nobody is shocked by this? I think not. I didn't feel that. I found that was really fun.
Yeah, and we left the building in its origin. So if you come in, you can see it's a building from 1700, and it's beautiful.
So in what we have seen also, you have seen something very specific. I think and believe that in the whole world of 3 stars, there is no situation, family situation as yours, meaning that you work, Therese and you, Therese, very close together. I remember once, but it was totally different, Michel Guérard and his wife. But that was not the same. They were very close, they were always talking together, but not working together as you do. So Therese, could you explain what is this duo? What is this interaction?
Yeah, it started 25 years ago with our small restaurant, and Jonnie, he was then a famous chef, and he said, come help and come and work in my restaurant, and I need a good sommelier, I need a good hostess.
I need a good wife.
And also a wife. And yeah, it was, from the beginning, it was nice to work together. We created all the things the last 25 years. We started in '93, then right away we get a Michelin star. 2004, the second one. In that time, we make our restaurant bigger in the other building. And then from 2004, we get the 3 stars. And then 2 years ago, we moved with our restaurant, and you saw on the movie what we make. And it's just what Jonnie said, it is, working together is really nice. It's good that we have our own thing, that he's the chef and I'm the hostess, but I don't think I like to be in his kitchen. But we do a lot together, we taste together, we create dishes, we search wines, and it's fun. And I think that for us it's the power to work together, because every day it's a lot of fun to go to our restaurant and do good things for our guests.
Next.
Yes.
Yes, well, then the second movie, we're going to show you about our hospitality and our staff. This is really important for us and for a restaurant.
Sommelier. So I will ask one question, but you will share the answers. So there is clearly, I remember some restaurant, old-fashioned, where there was always a fight between the dining room people and the kitchen people. At Vera was like this. Here you see clearly that there is harmony and there is something happening between the kitchen and the dining room, and because it's also open to the public. So could you explain a bit how you build this harmony between kitchen and the cooks and the waiters, let us say? Thank you.
When I was a trainee 35 years ago, I worked in a restaurant, and it was always boom, boom, the chefs with the servers and everything, and it brought stress and it brought pain and everything, and then I moved to Zwolle, and then we had our own restaurant, and I told her, there's one thing we're not gonna do. We're gonna fight like we are two different operating teams. We want to melt it together, because I think it's important when you are in a restaurant that the service knows everything about the kitchen, and I think it's very important that the chefs know what's happening in the service, because if they know, they can operate much more better.
Nice.
It is, yeah, for us, it's what Jonnie said, it's really important for us to create a team that works together, but you notice that they know a lot more. They know a lot more about the cuisine, a lot more about the service, and it's best for the guest. So the guest becomes optimal service, hospitality, and the interaction we have with our guests is really good. In Holland, the most people like that very much.
You know, just very quickly, there is also what I have seen, Mark, there is a continuous line in between the kitchen and the serving on the plate. I mean that I have seen many gestures from the waiters. So they come with the plate, but they have their role in the final plating. Yeah. That's very important in your restaurant.
Now, you know, in the old-fashioned restaurants, they have table preparations, and we are looking for some new preparations on table. So like you saw on the video, we prepare a steak tartare on the hand. It's a little bit of gimmick and it's tasteful, but it's also interaction with the guest.
Thank you. Maybe the next one?
Yes.
First?
Yeah, the next one is a film about the techniques, and I want to show you that it's not only high-end techniques are. Some simple things can be very important for the restaurant. And you see also some dishes we made then.
Could you maybe give some comments of some?
Yeah, I can do that. Here you see a kombucha, and that's a thing I use for preparations of, in this case, the langoustine, like a ceviche. So we use the kombucha sauce in many dishes. And also the smoking, this is on a special herb. We smoke on the table. This one is very interesting, this of the ripening of the lamb in bee wax. This one I stole from Korea. This is influences by kimchi. But in my way.
Therese, the dishes are, the plates, sorry, and the plates and the dish are inside the plates are very beautiful. Are you working, it's difficult for you to find these sort of plates to work? Or?
We create them themselves. We have a man from Belgium, and he makes all our plates. And there are also a lot of things that Jonnie creates, like the box you see here with the lobster. he thinks about it, and then we have some suppliers in our country who makes their things. So plates are really important because people in Holland want also to see a nice dish. It's not only only taste, but also what the eye wants. But finally, the taste is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And Jonnie's kitchen is really good for the taste. Everything we tell the guest, it's in the dish. The taste is there. It's really beautiful. It's really pure, but it's really beautiful.
Maybe the next video, I think it's a very important one when we speak about future.
Yeah, that's what I always said. You know, chefs are always on the cover and they are always in the foreground, but we can do nothing without our suppliers because they have to be more crazy than I am. And I have a lot of those suppliers. I'm lucky. Yeah, no, they are very important. I have, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 of those people. Only the guy you see who picking the berries, he's working only 1 month for me. It's only 1 month he picks the brambles, and so I have for some herbs and some other berries, crayfish, pike perch, a lot of people who only bring that thing.
And it's real land and sea. You have because you have the sea close by. You have. I've seen some seaweeds, not seaweed, but sea plants.
You know, this guy with the boat.
Yeah.
He lives near the sea. It's 50 minutes from Zwolle, and yeah, when he gets the shrimps, he always takes for me the paspierre. I don't know.
The paspierre, yeah.
The zeekraal. And yes, so we connect those people.
Mm-hmm. And Therese, is all what you have seen, for instance, the vegetable place, it's all organic?
Yes.
And is that important for you?
Yeah, it's really important, but
for
actually,
taste or for health?
Sorry, taste.
For taste or for health?
For both. You know, actually, it's really normal that all the products are biologic, but the quality of our suppliers is really important. And all those years, we have almost the same suppliers because the quality is really good, and that's important for us. And what, for example, we do have also our own vineyard. It's just 30 miles from our restaurant, and in Holland is really special because there is not much wine, but also that supplier is so working with quality And so we make some nice wines, and that's what all our suppliers, they're really good. And that's what we need for our products.
So about wine, I think then we will come to the next video.
Yes, we have a small video about wine and food pairing. In Holland, it's really famous to do it. We do that also, I think, 25 years when it's beginning of our restaurant. But people in Holland really like that. So what we do is we taste a lot with our team, a lot of wines, a lot of dishes. We taste with my sommeliers, with Jonnie and our chefs. When we create a dish, or Jonnie and his team create a dish, we always taste till the end it's ready. And that can take some for a few weeks, and sometimes it will take longer. And after that, then we're gonna taste with the wines. I think every week I got 30 to 50 wines to taste. So we have one morning, and then we taste all the wines, and then we're gonna taste the wines for the dish. And in our restaurant, we serve menus. We have 5, 6, and 7 course menu, and then the most people takes by each course a pairing wine.
So do you pair wine, or could we say drinks?
Yeah.
Because, for instance,
lately we have drinks more because we do a lot with pairing wines, but that's for the last 25 years. But now we have also cocktails with or without alcohol. We do beer, but we do also different kind of tea, and that's really nice because the last 3 days we taste a lot here in Seoul, and we get a lot of tea, so it's really good for me to taste. But so people like to have all the different tastes. But there's one thing important is that it's not more than a dish. The dish is the most important, and then we create the wine with it.
It's not always. Sometimes she comes to me and she said, I have a wine or I have a tea, create a dish.
Yeah. Sometimes we have people and they took a wine from home, a really big wine from his cellar, and then he asked to us, can you create a dish with it? Then we will do it. But otherwise, we stick to our own wine and the food.
So for the last video, I would propose to be silent, not say anything.
No,
and then we talk after.
Yeah,
do you agree?
No, I think the last one it's a really beautiful one, but it's more like a homage to the birth town of Jonnie. We go there often. He goes there often. He picks a lot of things there. You want to see in the movie, and it's just really an inspiration for him. But also we get some rest there when we worked 5 days a week, from in the morning to the evening.
Just watch.
You can try but never stop me. This is what I'm made of. I will never ever let go. This is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can hate but never break me. This is what I'm made of. You can try but never stop me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. I will never ever let go, 'cause this is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can hate but never break me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. No one can control me, 'cause this is what I'm made of. You can hate but never break me, 'cause this is what I'm made of.
the homages in the plate, no?
Yeah, really, I was born there, and we have thousands of, maybe millions of water lilies. And you know, you can eat a water lily. And we don't serve a water lily because the taste is not really very good that you can eat a whole water lily. But I use some raw leaves of the water lily. The heart of the leaf is very good. And then the homage is that I pluck 5 or 6 herbs from my village, and we create this dish. And these are the angelica, water mint, water pepper, meadowsweet, and then we add those water lily.
So before giving the word to Jenny Choli, I would like to say something. Of course, Jenny is also an artist, but when you see this presentation, sometimes compared to other speakers, you feel really that chefs are artists. Thank you so much.
Yes.